guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen the last couple of videos, go check them out. But I had my boyfriend do my makeup and he did it a couple different times and got better as he went. So I'm gonna be recreating the second look that he did today. So I'm gonna use the same products that he used and do my makeup as I normally do, and then I'm gonna do the eyeshadow look or the eye look that he did and the lips. So to start off, he did the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. So I'm going to do that. Then use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and this is the matte and poreless one, and I use the shade 112, which is Natural Ivory. So I'm just going to use the Morphe sponge. I'm going to put a little bit on here. So if I don't look at the camera, I have a mirror right up here, so I'm going to use that. So once that's blended out, I'm going to use concealer. He didn't use concealer, but normally I just put a little bit on the blemishes and under the eye. So I'm using the Morphe concealer, and this is in the shade C115. So I'm just going to do under the eye because I have some mean dark eye circles. Thanks, insomnia. And then a little bit of forehead highlight, a little bit on the nose, chin, cover any blemishes. Then I'm gonna go back in with my sponge. And I just use the concealer from under my eye and I carry it up to my eyelid. Make sure that's all blended in, and then I'm going to set with the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I have Naturally Neutral. And I like to use the sponge for the under eye area to really pack it in and set it in place. And then anywhere that really wrinkles on me, so like forehead, I have some wrinkles right here, and then around my nose and smile lines, I go in with the sponge, and then I take the Morphe M536 brush and I go over the rest of my face with that. All right. So now that I have successfully gotten powder everywhere, I'm going to go in with the bronzer and blush. So I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I am almost out. This is my favorite bronzer of all time. It smells heavenly. So I'm taking the Morphe R14. It is well used and in need of being cleaned, but I'm very bad at that, so I'm gonna run this over the edges of my face just to give a little bit of dimension to my forehead and my cheeks. And then I don't really do nose contour. I just go in with bronzer on either side of my nose. Sometimes I use a smaller brush, but most of the times I just use this one. And then a little under the lip. Now I'm gonna do blush. So I'm taking the Morphe E4 brush, and he used the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Feisty. So I am definitely not taking as much as he did, but I'm just bouncing it on the apples of my cheeks, and this is a really pretty color. I really enjoy this blush. I love blush. I apply it liberally. It soaks into my skin, so this will not be as prominent in a couple of hours. Mostly because I'll be taking this makeup off as soon as I'm done. But if I left it on all day, it would fade. So I apply blush pretty liberally. And then I like to just run it over my nose as well, and a little all over my face because I like blush. And if you hear talking, it is my boyfriend playing his new video game. For all you gamers out there, the new game Cyberpunk just came out, so he is playing that because he just got it. Now I'm gonna do highlight. The Ofra highlight collab with Madison Miller, and it's in Sea Shimmer. It's a very pretty like rose gold. So I'm gonna take the Morphe R36 brush, and I'm just going to put it on my cheekbones, my nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, in the arches of my eyebrows, and I just flick this up onto my forehead, and we're gonna call that a day. I'll go back in with the inner corner. I'm house sitting right now, so I forgot to bring my eyebrow brush, but I do have a spoolie, so I'm gonna use that to just brush my eyebrows up. And I'm going to use, I don't have like a liner or a flat brush at all, so I'm just going to use the smallest brush I have, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn. This is well used and well loved and probably expired, but so I'm just gonna go in and use it to add a little bit of color. I can't really get very precise with this brush because this brush is not for eyebrows at all. But you know what? That is okay. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know? All right, so I'm gonna just say that that's as close as I'm gonna get, and we're gonna do the other one. I haven't really been filling in my brows too heavily lately. I've just been adding a little bit of a tint, a little bit more color, and then like filling in the ends more so, but I've been pretty light-handed with my brows for the most part lately, so this isn't much different than what I've been doing. It's just not as precise, but that's okay. I don't hate it. Okay, and then we're gonna brush that through with this spoolie again, just to kind of blend it together a little bit. Now we're gonna do the eyeshadow, and he picked the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette, and this is the green palette, so it has blue, green, really pretty velvety browns and black. So first he took the light brown color, so I'm gonna go in with, and this is a Morphe brush. It comes with the little like rose gold eye set with the little case. It doesn't have a number, so I'm just gonna tap this, and then I'm going to, and this palette comes with a mirror, so it's really nice and handy, and I'm just gonna go into the crease as Chris did with this brush. I'm gonna blend it out and kind of go all over the lid, but mostly in the crease. I'm going to blend it out here, and then going into the other eye, going all over the lid, focusing in on the crease with the windshield wiper motions to really blend it out. Not too much, just add some color there. And then he went in with Poof, which is like a nude like skin tone if you're white like me. And then he just kind of went all over the lid with this. So that's just what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna use to blend out this brown. All right, then he went in with Mojo, and he used this brush. It is Morphe, and it does not have a number. He went in with this for Mojo and Busted, which is a dark brown and then a dark teal, but it already has the residue on it, so I don't want to go in with this. I'm going to go in with this Morphe R39 brush, and I'm going to go into Mojo, which is this dark brown right here, and then I'm going to follow it with Busted. So he just went into the crease. I'm going to place it in the crease, and then I'm going to blend the heck out of it. So dark colors are harder to blend out. You just have to be patient with them and take your time. I don't know what it is with guys and darker colors, but when my dad did my makeup, which is a terrible quality video, but also on my channel, my dad did my makeup and he used like army green colors. So I don't know what it is with guys and dark colors, but they go for it on the eyeshadow. And those are harder to blend out. So I guess kudos to them, or maybe they just don't know what they're getting themselves into. So we're gonna go in the other eye, working it in the crease until it's blended and even on both eyes. He didn't do this, but I'm gonna go back in with Poof and just clear up my lid a little bit because we're gonna go all over the lid with Busted, which is not a look that I would normally do, but I was pleasantly surprised by it. I'm gonna go in with Busted, which is the dark teal color, and we're just gonna pat it gently all over using the same Morphe brush. Gonna blend it into the crease, blend it up here. All right. So gonna take that on the other eye and just blend it all over the crease here. And if you want your shadows to be more vibrant, you can always spray your brush with a setting spray. My favorite setting spray is the Morphe continuous setting spray. I just have the original, but they do have new holiday setting sprays out right now. They also have a matte finish and a glowy finish, but I just use the original. Blue eyeshadows are really hard too. They're hard to work with, they're hard to blend out. So you just gotta be patient, take your time, work with it. This is not a look I would normally do, but I guess it's a subliminal message from my boyfriend trying to tell me that I should wear darker eyeshadow. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what he was trying to tell me. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush that he originally used with the shadow, and I'm just going to take it. It has a little bit of color on it, and I'm just going to run it on my lower lash line here. And this has a mixture because he used it with the teal and the black, so Busted and Temptress, and it has a mixture of both. I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line just to pull it together a little bit. I'm going to get this and clean it up a little bit. It's a little bit everywhere. All right, so now I'm going to take the highlighter, and he didn't do this step, but I'm gonna just put this on the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm just taking a Luxie 237 blending brush. It's not really meant for the inner corners, but I like using it because it doesn't put a whole lot on there, but it does do the job. I'm just gonna sweep it into the inner corner onto the lid a little bit, just to add a little bit of sparkle and open up the inner corner. Actually, I'm gonna use this Morphe brush, and I'm gonna take the highlighter, go through the inner corner here. I think I like this where it's at. Again, not a look I would normally do, but I'm not mad about it. So he used eyeliner, and I never use eyeliner, but since he used it, I'm going to. He used the Scandal Eyes Thick and Thin eyeliner. I'm not in love with this applicator. It's kind of stiff, and I don't know if it's just because I've had it for a while and never used it, so it's a little dried out. But I think I'm going to go in with this Skinny Liquid Eyeliner in Ico London. I don't know how to say this. But yeah, this is what it is, and it has a nice felt tip applicator. So I'm going to use the mirror from the palette, and I am going to attempt to do a wing because he did a wing. So just bear with me. Okay, so I have lined the top of my lash line. Okay, this eyeliner is kind of dried out too. So I guess I'm gonna go in with the Scandal Eyes. I think the last time that I used eyeliner was in high school, and I think it was like sophomore year of high school. I'm a senior in college now, so it's been a while. So we're just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to, yeah. So we're gonna just, it's a bit wonky, but you know what? We're not doing a wing in years. I'm not mad at it. It's just not great. So on to the other eye. Okay guys, so I did the other eye and the lower liner off camera. I used a combination of these two because they're both kind of dried out, and you know, I'm not super happy with the wings, but it is what it is. They're pretty even. And then I used this Clinique Intense liner in Intense Black for the lower waterline, and then I tight lined the waterline on my upper lashes. So now that my eyeliner is done, I'm going to just pop on the mascara, and I'm going to do the lip. For mascara, I used this It Lash Blowout. This is just a sample that I got in my Ipsy bag. He curled my eyelashes, or attempted to, after applying mascara. I usually do it beforehand, so I'm gonna just do it before. I'm gonna use the It Blowout that he used, and he didn't do the lower lashes at all, but I'm going to. And since we have the wing on, it is a bit hard because I don't wear false lashes. I think I own one pair of false lashes, and I'm terrible at putting them on, so I just don't ever use them. But I am using this roller lash from Benefit to just separate my lashes a little bit and make them stand up. Because of the wing, you can't see the lashes as much. All right, so I'm gonna pop on the roller lash on the lower lashes. I like using this one for the lower lashes just because of the brush and the way that it's shaped. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. All right, so I finished applying the mascara to both eyes. So now I just have the last step, which is the lipstick, and he chose the Morphe Mega Matte Super Matte Steamy lipstick, which is a nice bright red, and it's actually really perfect for Christmas time. So he actually used this color for the first time. I got it in a mystery package that I got from Morphe last year. I never used this before he put it on me because I had originally gotten this in like a mystery box that I ordered from them last year, and it's a really pretty red, so I'm glad that he used it. To be honest, I don't really wear reds because they scare me. They're so hard to put on, and once you put it on, like, it stains. So I don't wear red a lot because of that. But apparently my boyfriend likes red lips because in both of the makeup tutorials or challenges, he used red lips on me. If you hear any noise in the background, it's because he is currently making us dinner because he's a sweetheart. So he has stopped playing his video game and now he's making us some tilapia for dinner. Now I'm just gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, just give myself a quick spritz to set the look. Alright, and that's the finished look. I need to start doing eyeliner more often. Really brings out the green of my eyes. Okay, so this is the finished look. I would not do this by myself, but it's kind of cool. Like, it forced me to step out of my comfort zone. So honestly, I might be having him at least randomly choose looks for me because it kind of... because it pushes me out of my comfort zone and gives me different looks. So I would not pair this blue shadow with this bright red. I would not pair this shadow with this lip, but I honestly don't hate it together, and I really like this red. It makes my teeth look really white. So I will probably be wearing this at Christmas because I really like this red. Shout out to Chris for this look, and thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more of my chaos. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. I just got it on my eye.